Hello, everyone, and welcome to another Nat interview. Do you want to say hello, Nat?
Hello, everyone.
So this round, I'm going to call the Charles family. So again, Nat, these are all questions from the congregation. None of them are mine. So SJ.
Yeah.
Am I right in assuming, like Spider-Man's girlfriend, it's Sarah Jane? Because I actually haven't heard anyone say her full name. She's just always been SJ.
Is that right? Yeah, that's right. Yeah, Sarah Jane is her full name.
And is she ever called Sarah Jane, or only if she's in trouble, or been arrested, or what's the rule? Is it SJ all the time?
She goes by Sarah Jane and SJ mostly.
Okay, cool. And you guys met at Goldsmiths, is that right?
Yeah, we did. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. So I was studying English literature, and she was studying drama and theatre arts, and we met in the Christian Union, and we were part of the same church as well.
Okay. So what, you were going out from near the beginning of you being students together?
No, it was more towards the end really that it happened, I guess. If you want the details, I think the thing to say is that I probably employed the tried and tested and well-known tactic of not speaking to her.
Yeah. Okay. Mm-hmm.
That kind of. I'm sure I'm not the only person to have had a go at that. Who likes someone that thinks the way to deal with it is not actually to say anything at all to them. But she was very kind to me, and when she found out, because people do find out these things, she gave me a series of opportunities to actually open my mouth and use some words to convey to her that I might feel like this. So that was how we got together.
Okay, and you were pretty tragic then.
Yeah, pretty. Okay. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, very, very tragic.
Okay, and how long have you been married for now? Did you get married in London or?
We were married in Yeovil, which is where she's from, where her family were. Her dad's still there, and stepmother too, and that's where we were married 16 years ago in August, so 15 and a half years ago.
Okay, cool. So tell us about the kids. Maybe introduce them one at a time. Tell us about them, what they like, what makes them laugh, their ages, stuff like that.
Well, I've got a photo, Angus, if that would help.
Cool.
Hopefully it will. Let me try to get
this. I'll tell you when you're about right. Yeah, there they all are.
You can see them there?
Yeah.
All right, so this was Christmas last year. That's Zachary here, who is 9 years old. And he loves all sorts of things. He loves making stuff. He's quite arty. He's quite sporty. He loves kind of playing tennis and football and all of that kind of stuff. He's got lots of energy, and he's just kind of constantly moving. He is perpetual motion. He's great fun. He loves True, so he's part of True on Thursday nights at SBD, and loves that very much. His sister is Arlaeus.
Okay.
Who's here? That's Arlaeus.
Okay, Arlaeus is an interesting name. Where did that come about?
Yeah, sure. Well, Arlaeus, it's spelt Arlais.
Okay.
It looks like the word Calais, the French port that everyone goes through. So I think most people, when they read it for the first time, they think it's pronounced Arlais, because that's how you say Calais. But it's a very old Welsh name, and it means from the temple.
Okay.
And that's kind of where we got the name from. It's so old, and that none of my Welsh family had ever heard of it.
Oh, wow.
So we had to kind of convince them that it was actually a real name, which they weren't buying for a little while. So she's got a very she'd be pleased if I said this about her. She's got a very naughty sense of humour. She loves reading. She's in the middle of two brothers, so she's kind of used to giving as good as she gets and standing up for herself. And she's got a great sense of fun. So that's Arleis.
Cool. And are they?
And
are both of the older ones they're at school? Are they? What school do they go to?
Yeah. All three of them at the moment go to Columbia Primary School, which is on Columbia Road.
Okay.
Which they all enjoy very much. And so too does Harrison.
Mm-hmm.
Here he is. That's Harrison.
Cool.
Harrison is 5, and he loves stories. He's really into the audio books of How to Train Your Dragon, which is kind of quite a long series of books written by the children's laureates, Cressida Cowell. He's a big fan of those, and he's still very much in the kind of that world. He loves the world of kind of dragons and mythical creatures and knights and all of that kind of stuff. So and he, like the other two, is loads of fun. They're all quite. I'm sure SPD will find this out as time goes on. None of them are particularly shy. Zachary is probably a bit more reserved by nature than the other two, but they both love making friends with other people, and they both love just running around a lot. So if there are any other people in that category, they will soon have company.
Too many. And how have the conversations been with them about joining a new church? But oh yes, it's a virtual church at the moment, so it must be I don't even know how you would begin to have those conversations. What's that been like?
It's been quite tough going, I guess, as it has for lots of us. With for the parents, I guess, and trying to that they are looking through a screen at something else or someone else, and I don't think that necessarily comes very easily. Really, in general, they were really excited about joining St Barnabas. So when we came up for the church lunch, when was that? At the end of February. Mm-hmm. They had a great time and made friends. And Zachary knows some people already through True on a Thursday evening. So they're really excited. I think they have found things moving online pretty tough going. But I think the stuff that Nick is doing with BK1 and BK2 will help massively, just to give them something to kind of that feels a bit more tangible and real, and so they've got an actual connection with the stuff that they're seeing on the screen.
Cool. And so, quick question then. One word to describe SJ and the children. So one word to describe SJ, and then one word to describe the children. Go.
The word that I would use for SJ is indispensable.
Okay. I'm not sure if she's going to like that.
Actually, in my head, that sounded very different. But there we are. That's the word. I can't do without her. That's for sure. Okay. The word that comes to mind for Harrison is probably laughter. He does quite a lot of laughing. Arleis, I'd say, is very thoughtful and just kind of thinks about things and has lots of questions about stuff and repeats things back to me to make sure she's understood, which is quite interesting when I very often don't understand. So we have to kind of work through that quite a lot. Yeah. And Zachary has got a real intensity about him. Everything that he does is kind of 100% focused on whatever it is that he's doing. and really commits to it. So yeah, there's kind of intensity about it.
Okay. And what would you say the children have taught you?
I think that the children have probably taught me not to take myself too seriously,
Okay.
Which is a kind of lesson that I have to keep learning. And I guess particularly at the moment when we're spending a lot of time together, it's very easy to kind of think my concerns and the things that I'm bothered about are the only things that matter at the moment. And actually, you know, there are 5 of us living in this house. They have, you know, the things that they're doing and the things that they're kind of worried about or kind of matter to them are just as important and deserve my time and thought and focus too. So yeah, so they kind of help me to kind of take myself less seriously, which is probably a good thing.
Okay, cool. Brilliant. Thank you so much.